up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Baby, y'all lucky, because I was already wearing them out. I was only 7 minutes in, and I was wearing these hoes out. And you lucky I didn't have no damn microphone set up. 7 minutes. Ooh. I was already wearing the girls out. Wearing them out. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, honey. We are down here to talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year's. Okay. We know the new year starts in spring, but happy new calendar year. It's a new calendar year. Um, Hopefully everybody had a safe New Year's Eve's, New Year's Day, came in with people you love and no drama, brought the new year in with, how you wanted to bring it in. I was actually just talking, I hadn't gotten into the review. I was actually just talking about how I feel about the Real Housewives of Potomac, the cast, and how I feel like most of the cast, I say 85% of the cast, are liars, and how it doesn't make the show entertaining, and how I feel like the women are always on this way to kind of, it's like a friend group of frenemies. Nobody really likes each other. Somebody's always trying to get someone caught up. I was saying that I feel like the fact that Deborah is lying on Chris and Eddie, I feel like she shouldn't be invited back. I feel like that's a liability. I feel like if a guest comes on the show and is lying on one of the cast members' husband or a cast member, they shouldn't be invited back, and every scene that they were in should be cut out. I was also talking about how the progression of VH1 and in comparison to Bravo, that feels like it's regressing, where on VH1, I say in 2011, when Love and Hip Hop started, and then Black Ink Crew came a few years later, where they fought all the time. And that was kind of the separation between Bravo reality shows and VH1 reality shows. VH1 reality shows were hood, ratchet, ghetto. All they do is fight. There's nobody over there has any emotional intelligence. Their only way to resolve conflict is through physical violence. Today, on both of those shows, they have a zero tolerance for violence. Where we have on Bravo, where we've gotten to the point where women are pulling each other. We could talk about Monique and Candace. We can talk about all of these women who are fighting in this way, physically fighting. Mia, I honestly feel that Mia should not be, one, allowed back. They should not renegotiate her contract. And number two, she should have been kicked off the show that day. Like that day she threw that drink and tried to hit a Wendy with her purse. She should have been thrown off the show. She should have been asked to leave, and every scene of hers, because her scenes are not really interesting anyway. Her storyline is not interesting. I'm not interested in knowing whether or not you fuck your adopted sister and y'all share niggas. Like nobody, it's not that kind of stuff. Is not like, oh my God, I can't believe that they're doing that. It's not salacious to me. I don't care. Like I find it like unimportant. Like who cares? Who cares how people are in the relationships they have with people? If they're not hurting anybody, I don't give a fuck. And it's not salacious that this girl who probably has all type of trauma has these weird relationships with people. And that's just what it is. But I feel like I don't think that Mia should come back. I think that Candace befriending Jacqueline is dumb. I don't know. I don't know why you would do that. And then Deborah, the Cookie Monster, Madam, Grouch, Ernie, Bert, whatever the fuck you want to call her, Sesame Street character. She comes out. She's so fucking thirsty. She comes out with a short video where she's like, hey everybody, or Happy New Year or something. And then she goes, oh, you want to Elmo, you want to help me with my natural brows? Girl, ain't nobody talking about them brows. Your brows are beautiful. It's this. And then Happy Eddie, girl, that's it. Somebody was like, she needs to stop making those faces. I said, she's not making faces. That is her face. Baby, when Candace told her she needs to go read a book to a child, bitch, I screamed to the top of my lungs. And I really deeply hope that Candace said it loud enough so that bitch could hear that she called her a Sesame Street character. I hope that she said, hope Candace was rude enough to say it loud enough so that raggedy, thirsty bitch could hear her. And like, I am offended that, like Jen Shaw, I'm offended that I know who she is. I'm offended that I know who Mia is. I'm offended that I know who Deborah is. These people that y'all are making public figures, whack. Like, y'all need to do extensive background checks on these people, because who the fuck is Deborah? Like, at first I thought Deborah was going to be cool. Ashley's friend coming through asking questions, like, asking Ashley questions about her and Michael, and do you think he want to come back? But the fact that, I don't know if Ashley put her up to it, if Ashley set her up, but Ashley introduced you to the show, and honey, they are when I tell you, they are dragging Deborah through the blogs, through Twitter, everywhere. I'm sure on Facebook too. She's being dragged up and down the streets by her brows. Okay? Not today, eyebrows. Girl, I was like, that video that she made, and then she was like, oh, maybe I want to get a drink because I'm thirsty. Yes, you are thirsty, and it's not a good look. It's so unbecoming. Like, who are you? And then one of y'all said that she has RHOP in her bio. Let me tell you something. If I was an exec at Bravo and saw that in her bio, I would tell her to remove it. You don't have a contract with us. Remove it out of your bio today. Now, Ashley, tell your little friend to take that shit out of her bio. She is not a cast member. She's not even a friend of. Tell her to take it out. And the fact that Black Ink Crew and Love and Hip Hop are removing people for fighting, when that used to be the channel for the hood ratchet ghetto mess, and now over here it's what's being allowed. Like, the girl, like, I promise you, if I was an executive at Bravo, Mia would not, after Miami, we would have never seen her again, ever. She wouldn't have even been invited to the reunion. Cut all her scenes. You don't get to hit and hit at and throw drinks. You don't get to do that and continue to have a job. I find about 85% of the cast unlikable. I don't know if it's the stench of colorism, but there is a filter over this show that is not fun to watch. It's not entertaining to watch. They all lie entirely too much, from Ashley to Karen to Giselle to Robin to Mia. That's 80% of the show, right? Because Candace and Wendy are left. So you have a whole group of them lying. What does Robin lie about, you say? Robin has been lying to us since season 1, talking about she wants to get married. She wants to get married. She don't want to get married. She want to get married. She don't want to get married. Robin's been violent since season 1 of the show. You go back and watch the reunion where she asked for security and screamed and yelled at Katie. Yes. Giselle, she's so busy producing. I don't know what. I honestly don't understand the value of Giselle's character outside of her being light-skinned with green eyes. And the way that she said that Karen just wants to show up and just be there, you, my dear, are the same exact way. You do not offer anything to this show except mess and production. You are trying to be a producer, and it's unbecoming. Okay. So what happened? Giselle's whack. Like I said, I don't understand. Karen is whack. She's been lying from the beginning. Lying since season 1, Karen. Your husband is not the Black Bill Gates, has never been close to being the Black Bill Gates. I know you want to lift him up. She said she went shopping for him at the Black Caucus. Did you hear her when she said that? Mia, I am offended that I know who this person is. Why is she a public figure now? Why do I want them to send her back to private citizenship? Her, Deborah, Ashley, all of them. Ashley, she's so messy. And like that's what I was saying when I was recording earlier, is that the women are almost like, let's see how I can get her. Let's see how I can get her. Let's see how there's no natural flow of just, hey girl, let's have drinks, let's laugh, let's kiki, let's talk a little shade, let's throw a little shade. But it's always like, let me see how I can get this person. Let me produce a scene like Ashley. Why don't you want to talk to my friend? Why are you dismissing my friend? Why you don't want to talk to my friend? Bitch, fuck your friend. That's what she should have said. She should have leaned into Ashley so she could get close enough to her microphone and said, fuck your ugly ass friend, bitch, and walked away. That's what she should have done. But I'm so glad that she gave her what she gave her, because she gave her nothing. I'm good. No, thank you. I don't need to talk to that Sesame Street looking bitch. Tell that bitch to go read a book to a child. Bitch, when I tell you. Period. Why are you lying on people? Now, when they showed the image of Chris and them, where they were trying to say that, it honestly looked like all of the women surrounded Chris. And it makes me think that Ashley was like, go over there near him. Go over there near him and try to talk to Candace's husband. See if he does anything to you. And then she lied on Eddie. She lied on Eddie too. Smiling Eddie. You are like this. And Eddie, he came over here, and Happy Eddie, and he was just smiling. Girl, you look like a crazy person lying on somebody's husband for what? And you're married. So why? Like, what? Like, I'm looking at you like I promise you, if I was in any kind of community with Deborah and I saw her on TV doing that to somebody's, lying on somebody's husband, I wouldn't want to be around her. You're dangerous, homegirl. You will lie on somebody's husband. Mia, she wouldn't be on the show. She wouldn't. And it's like, I don't like the majority of the cast. I don't know. Like I said, I think it's this. I don't know. It's not just the colorism shit. It's just the fact that they all lie, and it's not fun to watch, and it feels like everybody is trying to get somebody. It's like a frenemies. It's just a bunch of frenemies, and no one is real loyal, true friends. It doesn't appear that way. Their characters that they are portraying on the show, I don't know if they're like that outside of the show, but what they are showing on the show are unlikable people. All of them, most of them are unlikable. Like I said, Candace and Wendy are hit and miss. They mostly hit, but Candace befriending Mia's friend Jacqueline, no. Why? Why is she at any of your parties? Like, what is this? I don't understand this. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. So Karen had her little show. Her show was whack. It was boring. It looked probably as boring. I didn't watch her 44-minute special. 88-minute special. It was 2 hours, right? 88-minute special about her family farm, and it was probably as boring as that. And then like Giselle saying, oh, Karen thinks that all she has to do is show up. You do too, sweetie, because you give us nothing every episode. Every episode you give us friend of. I don't understand what the allure of Giselle Bryant is. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't get it at all. I don't get it at all. So let me see what's going on. Let me see. Let me go through the episode. Mia and Jacqueline, she's a sister wife without benefits. That's when we saw the little seating arrangements. He wants to be in the center. It was so weird. Like, you are old ass, grown ass granddaddy husband, and you sitting up there acting like a fucking baby that you can't communicate how you want the seating arrangements. What the fuck? I think she should sit over. You don't think you should be in the middle? Well, Gordon, he wants to be in the middle. Gordon, I don't play about Gordon. I was like, these niggas is weird. Their mother and stepmother were high school friends. She said it doesn't play when it comes to G. They talked about the podcast going left. They take showers together since they were little girls. It's not a sexual thing. She said they helped her buy her Porsche. And he made it clear that it wasn't for you. I did it because I love Mia. Help my sister out. She's going through whatever she's going through. She needs a car. So they bought her a car, and they were like, oh, well, maybe they all want sugar daddies. Maybe they're jealous. I don't know. I don't know how jealous you would be of a dick that you got to pull it and twist it and bop it. And give that nigga a Viagra smoothie every morning. Extended release. Ashley, her PYTs, she kept calling them PYTs or pretty little things, or they need to be called pretty little liars. That's what they need to be called. Average looking liars. That's what they need to be called. They went out to dinner. Giselle shows up. One of Ashley's friends says she's been friends with Ashley for 12 years and she's been side-eyeing Michael for the entire time. Yeah, everybody's side-eyeing Michael but not saying anything because Ashley was getting to the bag, right? So everybody knew that was a dirty, dirty old scoundrel of a man. Everybody know that. But Ashley was trying to get to the bag. That's why old weasel-eyed Sheila pushed her up into that building through them corporate office doors and told her go up there after she met him at a bar. She found out where he worked and then started to intern. I'm going to put both of those stories together because when Ashley was on Yes for the Dress, she said she met him bartending. And then there's another story that she met him interning. So I'm going to put two and two together and assume she met him at the bar and then figured out where he worked, or he told her where he worked, and then started interning for him. Because there's that little liar has two different stories. So that's what I'm going to go with for Ashley until Ashley clears it up, because there's two stories out there. Did Ashley forget she was on Yes for the Dress? Did she forget that? Oh, okay. Deborah lets the women know that Chris and Eddie were, pushing up on her, and they showed the clip and he wasn't. Like I said, she wouldn't be allowed back because you're lying on a cast member's husband, lying to the point where you're saying that he's doing something that's inappropriate. He was a little flirty, and then Eddie was flirty too. Happy Eddie was flirty too. Ashley tells us she's only known Deborah for 18 months. So Deborah I wouldn't call her a friend. You just know this bitch. You've only known her for a year. She's not your friend. And you've only known the bitch a year, and you've allowed her on a platform you've allowed her to come to your job and lie on one of your coworkers' husbands while you sitting up there giddy and happy that she's telling the story. That's why I don't like this cast, because it's like, y'all are not friends. Y'all always trying to figure out how to get someone. And that's like what Mia did at Karen's thing. I don't care for Karen at all. I think her show was dumb. I think it was a waste of everybody's time. I don't know who win. If y'all thought it was fun. The way that they edited it, I'll put it like that. It looked like it was a flop. That's what it looked like to me. It looked like it didn't have no rhyme or reason. It looked like it didn't have an agenda. I mean, they had a little book out there. I don't know. Y'all let me know if y'all went to Karen's thing. I'm sure. I mean, it was packed. And she was acting like, oh, you guys support me. She has named her fans. I think that is weird as fuck. Who are you? Girl, you are not Mariah Carey. You are not Lady Gaga. Why do you... Girl, I guess that's what they call themselves, the Ladams. And she told Robin, you don't have the Robins, do you? That was actually funny when she said that. The producers showed something different. And what I did notice, and I'm going to go ahead and say it, I don't know if anyone else has said it, but the audio did not match the video. The mouths were not moving when the mouths were moving on the audio. So I don't know what they were showing us, but the video showed that Chris was looking down at his phone. He was looking up a little bit. And then her conversation was, she approached him. He did not approach her. And then she doubled down at the table, like she wouldn't be allowed back. And I'm so glad that Candace did not give her what Ashley was trying to get from her. Like I said, I would have pushed up on Ashley right next to her microphone and told her, "Get your ugly ass friend out of my face. I don't want to talk to that bitch." Have a good night, everybody. Good night. Good night. I loved when Candace was looking at her like Candace was turned around like this, and she looked at her like, "So what did he say to you?" And then she looked her up and down. Like I was like, "Yes, bitch." And she literally doubled down. She was like, "It wasn't just me. He was flirting with everybody." Oh, so was he being friendly? And see, you have to be mindful of women. There are so many women who think a friendly man is flirting with them. Like the niggas can't be friendly. But it is true. Like I've noticed over the past few years that heterosexual people think everyone is a potential partner. That's what I've come to realize. So the fact that this man can't come up to you and be friendly, or you come up to him and have small talk, and you come up with this thing that he was flirting with you. I was like, "What? Is she for real?" Like, oh God. And then to say that he came up to her when it was clear that she initiated the conversation. And then she said he wasn't just flirting with her. I was just like, okay. Sound like Chris was being friendly. Like we know he's, what does Rodney call him? Mr. Congeniality. I call him the welcoming committee. Him, the Bassets are the welcoming committee. Y'all better not apologize to Giselle. Chris Bassett, if you apologize to Giselle at any moment, any time during this season, when you get to the reunion, I hope you take it back. Nobody's going to think less of you. Nobody's going to think you're a bad man. Nobody thinks you're going to, the man against the woman. Nobody's going to think that. Because you didn't do anything to her. And I don't stick up for men. Y'all know I don't fucking stick up for no fucking man. But you can't tell me that I didn't say anything to you, that I didn't do anything to you, but I made you feel uncomfortable. How could I, who in your own words did nothing, make you feel something? How is that possible? To the point where I have to apologize. She misunderstood your intent. I had no intentions. What are you talking about? There were no intentions. If you have a boundary that you've set for yourself, then it's up to you to enforce it and maintain it, and not expect the people who don't know it to adhere to it. How am I supposed to respect your boundary and I don't even know what it is, bitch? They're not liars. I don't want her to potentially end up like me when your husband cheats on you after you have a baby. So Michael cheated on you and you still there looking? They said Ashley's dating now, so whatever. She went and she told Wendy what Deborah said. Deborah said that Eddie was coming up to her. She ended up telling Wendy. Wendy was like, "Girl, so he was being friendly?" What kind of thirsty bitch thinks that every nigga talking to her wants to talk to her in that way? He can't be friendly? Giselle is the same way. Giselle is the same way. They think everybody want to talk to them. Wendy says it's hard for her to sit still. She doesn't like it. Ashley tells her Eddie was being flirtatious. He was smiling when she was telling her. He was smiling when she was telling him the story. He was like, "I can't smile at people." Like, you bitches are weak as hell. That's what I'm saying. I don't like these. I don't like, none of these women are likable to me. I don't like none of them. Mia and Giselle and Robin go out. They say Karen was in rare form. Robin comes in. She looks halfway decent until they showed that she had shorts on. I thought she had pants on. I was like, what are these shorts doing, girl? We know the Potomac girls are not about fashion. What are the Potomac girls known for? Just mess? Just mess. Frenemy mess. That's all it is. Um, she explored Jacqueline's vagina with a flashlight. No one cared to ask them how old they were when they were doing that. Sound like they were young girls when they were doing that. And for me, I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with, girl, can you look up here? We fucking have the same thing. Bitch, can you look up here to see something? Remember on Sex and the City when Samantha took Carrie's tampon out, helped her take her tampon out because it was stuck up in there, a tampon? Or was it a diaphragm? It was something. A diaphragm. People still wear diaphragms. I would have asked how old were you guys when you guys were doing this, right? That's what I would have asked. Um Peter's current girlfriend, not current girlfriend, but the girlfriend at the time, she did foreplay with Gordon on their wedding night or the bachelor party. She didn't know which one it was. So she's, to me, I feel like she was lying, right? Was it the bachelor party or was it the wedding night? Even Robin was like, wait. She was like, so it was the night before? Yeah, it was the night before. She was also in the wedding. She sang as she walked down the aisle, and she says, "But I know I'm not gonna share anything else with Karen." She said, and I could tell you the reason why she really doesn't like Charisse. That's what she said. Even though Robin and Giselle probably know why, because Giselle and Robin are cool, and Robin and Charisse are cool, so I'm sure they know why she doesn't like Karen. Um, the Karen has a live show. Um, La Dame's Rise. You see when they had the little candle on her. I was like, this is so stupid. Do you have any of the Robins? I don't think so. Cause Robin, I was with Robin like, girl, what? Who are these people? Girl, whatever. I guess everybody has their supporters and fans. Is it the PLTs or the PYTs? They don't even know what the name of their stupid little crew is. I'm telling you that you call average looking liars. That's what y'all need to call yourselves. Ashley and Deborah shows up. Um, Ashley brought Deborah to start some mess. I think she thought she was going to start some mess. Sorry, Ashley, you didn't get the scene you wanted. I'm so glad Candace didn't give her the scene she wanted. Because you brought that. Why would you bring the woman who accused two of the husbands of flirting with her to start some mess, right? That's what you did. And I'm so glad you didn't get what you wanted. Sorry, no producer credit for you. Candace and Dottie are getting ready. Bitch, she said, I thought these were slippers, because it has the little. She was like, you gonna change your shoes? She reminds me so much of my mom. You gonna change your shoes? She was like, no, these are my shoes. She's like, oh, I thought they were slippers. They do look like slippers because of the quilted thing over the foot, right? They did look like slippers. Um, what is it? What kind of show is it? She was like, I don't know what kind of show is it or whatever. They talked about Charisse posting in the group chat the video of Karen and Mia dancing. They showed the video. She posted it to the group chat. Um, Karen liked it with a ha ha ha, saying, "Oh yeah." She said, "Oh, I already told. By the way, I already told Ray." Like as if the video would be shown to Ray as a way to like go against Karen. Um, Candace hugs Jacqueline. She was like, girl, the leaf has been turned, girl. Whatever. She was like, oh, we turn a new leaf. Yes, bitch. The leaf has been turned. Give me a hug. Like, girl, whatever. So apparently they're cool because Jacqueline was at Candace's ugly sweater party. Charisse wasn't invited. Why wasn't she a plus one? She said she wanted to be invited by Karen. Why did you want to be invited by Karen when Karen doesn't like you? Karen doesn't fuck with you, is what Karen said. She knows I don't fuck with her. So she wanted to send a video and act like I was going to do something and get beside myself. We're going to see next week. Um, the show starts. Gordon shows up. Robin tells Candace, you know that's the woman that Ashley was saying was Chris was flirting with. She was like, oh, she looked over. She was like, oh, okay. And she said, when Karen was getting ready, did you see her talking to the security guard? I just want to, do something for my supporters. It's just so, and he was just like, I don't know. It was a variety show. Jasmine Masters was there. Shout out to Jasmine Masters. I don't know who the other comedian was, but it was weird. I don't know. I don't know that did they pay Jasmine for her song. Child, because it was blanking it out every time. Talking about Karen didn't have a budget for Jasmine's song. I guess they couldn't pay her, honey, for that. I don't know. Karen had costume changes. Then they had sizzle topics, which was stupid. Everybody was like, what is happening? This is fucking weird. It's weird. She tells everybody she shopped at the Black Caucus for her husband. And then Mia gets up and asks that question, which I thought was out of order. I thought it was rude. Like, I don't fool with Karen, but I thought what Mia did was completely out of order. I would be pissed if I was Karen. I would be mad if I was Karen. Like, why the fuck would you stand up and start some mess with me? I don't even think Karen handled it well. Like, I don't know. I thought that was just weird. I don't know. And then Giselle says she's gonna tell it. Don't tell Giselle anything, because she said, I'ma tell it. And it sucks that you have people at your show who don't really fuck with you. Like, that's what I find odd, is that these women are acting like they're supporting her, but they're not. They're not really supporting her. And it's just like, why are y'all here? I don't even want y'all here. I wouldn't have invited them, but I know they got to film a show. They got to film a show. Mia needs to worry about her. She said Mia needs to worry about completing her Build-A-Puss project. You getting your clitoris done. You don't know if it's your clitoris. You don't know if it's vaginal rejuvenation. Just lying. Just a pathological liar. And I believe her, like the same with, is her name Crystal on Beverly Hills? I also believe she's a pathological liar. I believe it started in childhood. I believe Crystal Minkoff, that's her name. I believe she's a pathological liar. I believe that Mia is a pathological liar. And I believe it developed in their childhood. I truly, those are two of the people on these shows that I really believe they have a problem with just telling the truth. They just can't tell the truth. Ashley introduces Candace to Deborah, and she said, this is the friend that you said my husband was talking to. What did he say to you? And she was looking at her like, what did he say to you? Well, he came over. He did not come over to you. Chris was posted. As a matter of fact, if you go back to the episode, when they walked in, Chris went right over to that place where he was standing and got on his phone. Go watch that episode. He was there the whole fucking time. As soon as they walked in, him and Candace separated, and he went over and stood at the end of the bar on his phone. And then the women went over there. It looked like there were so many women around him. He was flirting with everybody. I mean, he was friendly with everybody. Chris was also in hospitality, wasn't he? Didn't he have like a restaurant or something? So I'm pretty sure he's very friendly he could be friendly with anyone. And you weirdo bitches think that a man being friendly to you he's flirting with you. Girl, grow the fuck up. He was making googly eyes, not just me. He was flirting. So he was flirting with all your friends. Yeah. And after it was over, Candace, I know you have some weird feelings about Deborah. You guys want to talk? She said, no, we're getting ready to leave. Thank you. Good night. Why are you trying to dismiss my friend? Why are you trying to dismiss my friend? Why are you ruining the scene, Candace, that I'm trying to produce so that you can come out of character and get crazy, and then I can be like, oh my God, why is she getting so crazy? Didn't work, huh? Didn't work, Ashley. Go read a book to a child. Tell that bitch to stay away from me. And that was the end of the episode. Y'all let me know what y'all think of the episode. Like I said, I don't know what I'm watching anymore. This show is so fucking weird. Like I said, it's so fucking weird. It's like everybody is out to get each other, and it's not a friend. Like we are watching a show about frenemies. No one is real friends except for Robin and Giselle. I don't know if Candace and Wendy are true. Are they real friends? I don't know why Candace has befriended Jacqueline. Why? So that was the end of the episode, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments.
Chat with me first. No, ma'am.